evening again, everybody. Daisy Rabbit here, and I have a fun topic today, and that is television. Television is an important part of much of our lives, and even though I don't technically have television now, I own several of them in this house. So what do I mean? Well, simple. When I grew up, I had antenna TV. In fact, it was a roof antenna. We got probably about 8 channels, I think, total. It's hard to remember that far back to whenever we were on ye old Ariel. We also had a black and white TV when I was born, so that's a thing. And we could get maybe 2 UHF channels. It was channel 53 and 22, which eventually turned into Fox and whatever the other one wanted to be at the time. It was the WB, the UPN, the whatever else thing they felt like getting bought out by. So I started with that. You watched what was on. You had cartoons on Saturday mornings. You maybe had some in the mornings. That was about it. Normal television elsewise. You watched what you could watch. Now, when I hit middle of the game there, late single digits, early teens, around when we got cable. And that was about 30 or 30-ish channels. My parents never paid for any of the premium ones, so no Disney Channel, no HBO, no Cinemax, no Showtime, none of that stuff. We had, though, all the regular channels all of a sudden. So I went from whatever's on to all of this magical 30 channels. I know most of you are now looking at, but my Dish Network has 500 channels on it, and I don't even have any of the premium packages. Yeah, well, now you're all spoiled and there's way too many channels. It's just starting to be a problem for... We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Now, I had that. Eventually, it grew slowly up to around the 50 mark. Some of the channels became more and more available for free that had been premium ones before, but I grew up with that. I moved out. I don't remember all the times I didn't have cable after this, because it wasn't as much a big deal when I didn't have time to watch it anymore. When you're busy working, you don't notice the fact you don't have TV. So I kind of accepted that a lot of times I didn't have a TV service. This is how life was. And it was while I was in York, I think it was the last time I had cable service at all. And we had it for a little while because of when we changed internet providers, we got it as a thing, and we had cable TV. So, woo, had cable, and I was whelmed. I think because of my hours, I watched a lot of Nick at Night, and I watched a lot of things on the free on-demand section. That was about it. I really didn't have much that I actually was worried about it. I occasionally DVR Food Network stuff, but really, it wasn't impressing me. At this point, we've been a good 13 plus years here. 13? 11. 3 plus 8. 11 years, sorry. 11 years now. Totally cable cut people as we are. I had found that there was enough entertainment on YouTube. I could get my fill of regular flow. I was buying DVDs and then Blu-rays at a pretty steady pace because I found pretty quickly buying a movie for 20 bucks was about the same price as going to see the movie once for the two of us without popcorn. This way, I have it, I can watch it as many times as I want, and I can pause it to go pee. Can't pause, a 3-hour Avengers movie in the theater to go pee. And that's a long movie. At least the last couple were. So I was already in the process of, I'd buy TV series that I either had seen as a kid or started coming out for some reason I thought were interesting. Buying a lot of movies, especially the $5 movies out of the value bin. You'd be surprised how many good stuff I'd find in there. It's just like, it was no longer popular. I just hadn't bought it when it was out. and I enjoyed it. So videos, that's one of the biggest parts of how you can easily cut the cable, which is the whole point of this fun video is about what happens when you do cut the cable. um, and after we moved out here, 8 years into this game of having the cable cut, um, we found a few more streaming services we can use for free. Pluto Television was a freebie, so that's actually legit free streaming television. There's a lot of channels on Pluto, so you go to Pluto and it's like 100 and some channels. Not like you're not going to get all the best channels in the world. You're not getting your HBOs in there or anything, but there's comedy channels, there's kids channels, there's news channels, sports channels, all the nice variety. So if you want to have regular television, you actually have some regular television. We did get Netflix, so we have a lot of variety there, a lot of shows we can watch, a lot of movies, a lot of TV series, and believe me, you can get your money's worth off Netflix pretty easily. We did get Disney Plus, which again, tons of entertainment, lots of movies, lots of series, especially a lot of cartoon series from when I was a kid that I either missed seeing all of or could definitely sit there and rewatch. Granted, I do own many of these shows already on disc. We pretty much have the Disney Afternoon on our shelves. We'd been buying those. So I could pick up Rescue Rangers, throw a disc in, or I can hit Disney Plus, and I can make it run automatically. But I know I have a disc if I ever want to not worry about if I ever stop having that service. And thanks to Sprint, we have free Hulu, which I found is a ton of television on there. Tons of television shows. That one you have to deal with commercials. So, kind of annoying on that. And right now they're having some issues with the Roku's and streaming without the commercials breaking the TV. You have to pause and resume to fix it, but it gets annoying when you can't just hit go. um, Now, it is a lot cheaper to do it like this, have a few streaming services, and utilize those as opposed to getting a cable service. Because you can super easily be paying $100+ and not get channels you even care about for cable, dish, direct, whatever, whoever your TV provider is. It's easy, $100 for your basic package nowadays. It's a big step up from the $30 my parents were paying when they first got cable back in the late 80s. So that's a thing. Uh, so if you're looking at, say, it's about like $12 a month for the Netflix, um, another $6 for the Disney Plus. I don't remember how much it is. I paid the yearly fee on that. And Hulu, if you have to pay for it, it's pretty cheap, but since it's free, I don't have to count that. Pluto's free, don't have to count that. YouTube is free for now, anyway. Please don't charge us, YouTube. You have options for paid YouTube, but we're just going with the basics because there's a lot of stuff that shows up there that I find more and more good, useful stuff, like all of the Night Show, the Tonight Show, the late shows generally post their monologues and their top stories on YouTube. Last Week Tonight also posts their show on YouTube. So I can see all of that stuff for free the next morning when I'm actually free to do so. So on my lunch break, all the monologues at work. Like, oh, it's lunchtime. I get to see what Colbert had to say. Or Seth Meyer. Let's see what his fun bits were tonight. And I enjoy. And I get to see it at my leisure, not at having to stay up till 10:30, 11:30 at night to watch the really, really, really late show. uh, this is actually an option I do recommend you look into if you don't have a need for a specific sports team or specific sporting events. like NASCAR or the Super Bowl. If you're not a sports fan, it's easy to be able to chop off. Most everything you'd want to watch, you can find online, free and legit, or on one of these easily small portion paid services, and avoid having to pay that 100 plus a month for just the ability to watch things when they're actually on, and or possibly DVRing them, which is the same thing as you'd get if you watch them online. So you're not getting a major special there. But hey, I'm not going to tell y'all what to do. So it's your money. You spend how you like. I do enjoy watching TV sometimes. I visit friends, but I don't miss it. I don't miss the regular commercials. One of the weird things about watching streaming stuff, usually you'll get like the same few commercials over and over and over again. You will have them memorized because you'll see the same maybe 5 commercials from a set platform for a while. And yeah, you're right now. I know about all the insurance companies and how they feel about helping you for COVID-19. All of them, because they all played on Hulu constantly. That was the only commercials for like a month. Right now, what I'm watching, just picked up the rest of the Krypton series. It was only 2 seasons, and I've just been making through that. It's been fun. That's just the current thing I'm watching. I also picked up the last 2 Starship Troopers movies, which were animated. They were a fun little blast. They were cheap. I enjoyed myself. I felt I got my $12 total worth for buying both of them. So, again, you all have options. There's not a set rule that says this is the only way to enjoy your life. This is the only way to have fun and get television. And I definitely recommend looking into it. If you can give up some of these functions and you have good internet connection, you're not going to miss it. The ability to just hit the power button, yeah, you lose that. But if you've already have a disc in for a series you want to watch, or you already know had been watching something, you just turn on your Netflix or your Hulu and you hit resume, and you get back to watching the current season of Flash, and you're right there. You can start where you stopped. You have to start back where the TV lets you start. You start where you were. You're good. And plenty of variety. Lots of movies whenever you want them. All right. Well, I think I've babbled on enough about this. I hope I've intrigued you all enough with ideas of what television services could be for you. Might save you some money, might actually get you more entertainment value for your dollar, and possibly more entertainment to look at that is not a bunch of things you don't care about on those 400 plus channels that you don't watch. I know you're not going to need all of every single kind of channel, because nobody does. No. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. This has been Daisy Rabbit, being pink and fluffy at you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little dingly bell, share this video with your friends. In fact, definitely share this video with your friends because it's free and they can watch it on YouTube without having a cable service. Think about it. So, from me to you, I send you lots of pink bunny hugs, and we all have a lovely night. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.